welcome back to Art with Miss Cabezas. I hope that you're all doing well and staying creative. So last week we explored using reusable materials, specifically cardboard, to make a sculpture or a construction. This week I thought we'd stay along the lines in sculpture but use a completely different material, another material you also might find at home. This week all you need is aluminum foil, a pair of scissors, and your hands. Give me a high five. Looking good. Before you do that, I want you to pause this video and I want you to go down into my video description so you could watch the 2 videos that I have listed there for you. First video is going to talk a little bit more about sculpture, and the second video is going to look specifically at an amazing artist who's shown even at New York's very own Guggenheim and their sculptures. After you're done, I want you to come back and we'll talk about it. See you soon. Really? Man. Mind blown. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed those videos as much as I did, and I hope you liked being introduced to the artist Alberto Giacometti. Everybody say Alberto Giacometti. Not only was he a sculptor, but he actually worked in many different art forms. However, he's really well known for a series of sculptures he made that focused on the human form. Everybody say. A form is what happens when you take a shape, which is flat in 2D, and you now make it 3D. Everybody say 3D. That means 3-dimensional. Most sculptures are 3D, meaning it's something that you can walk around. Everybody say walk around. That's right. And sculptures can be made from various materials. We are more likely to see them from materials such as wood or steel, but a lot of artists, especially contemporary artists, have gotten very creative with the types of materials that they use to make their sculptures. Today, we are going to be focusing on the human form, just like Giacometti, but our material will be aluminum foil. Today, I'm wondering, how might you use aluminum foil to build a sculpture of a person, an animal, or a vehicle? Let's find out. Welcome back. All right, let's get started. Here at my brand new workspace. Everybody say ooh, ah. All right, so I've got my aluminum foil here on my surface. Now, you could use this, you don't need it. You could also eyeball this. So all you're gonna need to do is make 3 lines. These lines are going to help you figure out how to get the form down. So I'm going to find the bottom, and I'm gonna make 1 line going up, just like that, right in the middle. Then here, I'm gonna pretend that this line was going all the way here to the top, and I'm going to make 2 lines, dividing the top into 3 sections. So I have 1 section, 2, I'll make my 3rd line go here, and that's 3. So I have 2 lines at the top, 1 line at the bottom. These lines can vary. You can experiment with what will happen if the lines are longer. It's up to who? It's up to you. Now let's get to cutting. Remember to use your scissors safety. We've got the rest of our fingers in the bottom, thumb in the top, always cutting away. I'm going to cut into very important that these lines don't touch. Once I have this very interesting looking, probably like a Roblox looking character, it's already waving at you, hey! Now I can start to form this material using my hands. All right, let's get started. Got that. All right. So those those three parts were arm, head, arm. Now I gotta make that body the torso. Everybody say torso. I'm not squishing it completely together. If I squish it completely together, I can't get it back out. It will be way more difficult. So always go bigger because you can always refine. Pinch the material after. So here I've got my first little figure going. I can pinch, change them. I can make a hand. You can even pinch to make a thumb. What's great about aluminum foil is you can also add on and build onto this form, so you can make it wider, and you can pinch to make it thinner or smaller, okay? If you want to get extra fancy, you can find a piece of scrap cardboard from last week and tape the feet to the base so you can have a freestanding sculpture, okay? You can also use this almost like a toy. You can add on materials to it to make a superhero, like a cape or accessories. What might this figure be doing? Are they running? Are they dabbing? Dancing? That works. It's a really good look, right? So think about what your figure is doing, and then from there, it's up to you. You might want to explore, once you feel really confident with this, what will it take to make a vehicle? You might make a bike for your character or your figure to be riding, or a skateboard, or maybe even a vehicle that hasn't been created yet. You might also try to make an animal. Remember, it's up to you. All you need is a little bit of this. Remember to like, to subscribe, to share your pictures with me so I can shout you out on Instagram. I can't wait to see what you make this week. And until then,